global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Some few days ago, Kenneth Okonkwo decided to grant an interview, but couldn't help but mention PeterObi supporters, literally calling them urchins. I said that wasn't enough. It took time to say quite a lot. I'll give you a short clip of the video so you can see for yourself and hear for yourself what he said. But PeterObi have decided to address that issue. Let's quickly watch the video of what he said concerning PeterObi and his supporters, and hear what PeterObi said in response, and now hear what people are saying in general. My colleague is also in the house, so we can look at this, holistically and objectively. Please, let's watch.
Even strict urchins, classless strict urchins. So we buy you there. But I saw another classless strict urchin of the cooking. So cookie level, no cooking. All those rabies infested, dogs that anything you do, because they are ill-bred, they are very ill-mannered, ill-tempered, street urchins. These are kind of followers that he's attracting now. Okay, we buy you there. What was that? What's so great we buy you there? I don't know what it is.
Alright, welcome back. At least you've heard from the horse's mouth. Now you understand exactly, when I read exactly what PeterObi said, you will understand where everyone is coming from and why everybody's reacting the way they're reacting. Everybody have taken their full stand. Now let's hear what PeterObi said. According to PeterObi, he said, and I quote him word for word, he said, "Humanity is paramount in my politics, no street urchins." Now, lately, I have heard a few people say that those who follow PeterObi are low-class Nigerians, and some have even gone as far as calling them street urchins and people of no value. People of no value. It is deeply unfortunate that in today's Nigeria, citizens now look down on fellow citizens in such a degrading manner. I have never and will never look down on anyone except to lift them up. After all, we can only rise by lifting others. My involvement in politics has never been about associating with the so-called high and mighty, but about standing with the ordinary Nigerians whose voices has been silenced and whose resources have been stolen by the same big names who now parade themselves with all sorts of titles and names. No Nigerian is of no value. No Nigerian is a street urchin. It speaks volumes about the state of our nation that everyday Nigerians are now battered by poverty and hardship, to the point their leaders refer to them as of no value and urchins. Every Nigerian deserves dignity. Every Nigerian deserves opportunity and care. That is why I will continue to do my part to ensure that the ordinary Nigerians enjoy a better life, one built on access to education, quality healthcare, and genuine effort to lift them out of poverty. True leadership is not about mocking the weak. It is about lifting them up. A new Nigeria is possible. PeterObi, P.O. Of course, it has generated a lot of reactions. Some persons for, some against, while some of his supporters of PeterObi stand strongly with him, insisting that humanity should always come first. Apparently, these people forget that the so-called urchins are the very Nigerians who are tired of bad governance, corruption, and hopelessness. They are students, traders, professionals, mothers and fathers, ordinary citizens who believe so much. I say that again. Who believe that they deserve a better Nigeria. Calling all these people urchins shows how bad the economy has treated us, that even professionals are now looking like urchins. Nigerians should be belittled. Nigerians should not be belittled. This is a strong supporter of PeterObi, of course, talking. While others are saying, look, PeterObi, this person that is talking is actually your former spokesman. So if he's saying what he's saying, obviously he is saying from an insider, being that he has spoken to you before. While some said that I agree with you, Mr. Obi, that no Nigerian is of no value and no Nigerian deserves any name calling. But your followers are busy insulting others by calling northerners names. What can you say about that? Or do you only care about your followers and not other Nigerians? A lot of persons have been talking. Some said that He's talking from an insider source. But my colleague is in the house. It's quite unfortunate that this is coming from Kenneth Okonkwo. Like I would say, like some persons, I cannot forget what somebody said in one of our platforms, said that he want to personally thank Atiku. I wondered why. I asked why. He said he want to thank Atiku for helping us to stop someone like Wike. That imagine a Wike as a president. Imagine if Wike had won the ticket for PDP and gone ahead to become the Nigerian president. Just imagine how Nigeria would look like. And now, should I say, thank God that PeterObi didn't finally get to sit on that seat. Maybe PeterObi would have employed Kenneth Okonkwo as probably his media person or presidential aide. Is this how Kenneth Okonkwo will address Nigerians as urchins? What's your take, please?
Well, I think the issue of leadership, it's always about, it's all about time, You get to see the characteristic, the attitude of some persons. I was grossly disappointed when Kenneth Okonkwo used that word on Nigerians. And it's a pointer to the fact that he has already seen himself in the class of the elites.
Yes.
And for that reason, he feels that every other person who does not share my opinion, who does not share my sentiment, automatically is a miscreant. Now, it's important for us to accept one fact that we are different in our opinion and our reasoning based on the environment we come from, based on the things that have happened to us and all of that. So even if people do not accept your position in respect to anything, it is wrong for you to look at them as being petty, or not just being petty, as one who have not attended your level of mental prowess. They have not attended your level of academic excellence, so to be able to reason the way you are. It's very wrong. Now imagine a creator of heaven and earth said to man, come, let's reason together. Despite the fact that he's up there, he knows everything. But man, I don't know from where you're thinking this way, but come, let us reason together. But someone like, Kenneth Okonkwo, who has not even tested anything like power, whether he likes it or not. He's not a senior advocate of Nigeria. Just imagine if he has that. He's an ordinary lawyer, An actor.
An old movie.
Of course. He's not someone that we can really look upon. He doesn't have a precedence in terms of leadership or anything. He doesn't have.
And he's quick to call Nigerians.
But just imagine what he had. He called Nigeria. I'm so ashamed of him. It was one way of like taking a walk away from his political ideology, everything, because that was, against the principle of democracy. And I would say that if he is reasonable enough and would want Nigerians to, at one point or the other, support him, he should issue an apology. Don't explain yourself. Tell Nigerians it was out of maybe because of pressure or whatever, but I'm sorry, that is not what I meant and all of that. But don't take that position, because that position clearly shows us that there is no difference between you and even Bill Gates, who once talked about Africans as being nothing and all of that. There was a time that Bill Gates came up and, they were shocked that Africans were still existing, despite the fact that there was signals that came. It clearly shows you don't care about anybody.
So then what's the difference between him and our former colonial masters?
Do you understand? If you have the privilege of being in any extreme position, the only people you will care about are those who are at your own level. You wouldn't care about any, especially those who share different ideology with you. You would trash them, you will look down on them, you talk down on them and all of that. And with that statement he has made, I don't think that he's qualified to occupy any office as far as democracy is concerned. I'm talking about Kenneth Okonkwo. He's not qualified to, sit in any, with that statement saying that the followers
of Nigerians that he wants to even serve are actually urchins. Wow.
For you to use that word urchins, it's wrong. I don't know how he what happened to him, but that was wrong. An apology is demanded. Nigerians would love to see him apologize.
Sincerely speaking, I've not even heard, despite all that have been thrown against, even Atiku, even Tinubu, he has never called Nigerians urchins.
Never used that word. To show you this guy is not a Democrat. You understand?
All right, let's go wrap it up.